Good afternoon and welcome to another Nantucket Sports Connection production of Nantucket Whalers Sports. We are coming to you live from John J. O'Neill Gymnasium as the girls varsity basketball team plays host to the St. John Paul Lions in the Whalers Senior Recognition Game. We celebrate 7 seniors. Co-captains McLean Willett, Reagan Perry, Tamoy Marner, Abby Boylan, Caroline Correa, and Melanie Bamber. I am Chris Morris, your voice of Whaler Sports, alongside Sean Davis, who will provide you with all the visuals. We are joined by my good friend Chris Morey as well to give you some game insight, some behind-the-scenes looks at the Whalers and the athletes. We're also going to chat about spring sports because we are quickly reaching the end of our winter sports season here. But as always, we are excited to bring you Whalers home games right here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. About 3 minutes away from our senior recognition ceremony, Coach Rafael Osana and his squad come into today's matchup with a 3-13 record overall, and they're going to have their hands full as the Lions are atop and actually already clinched the Lighthouse Division League title, and they are led by a couple of seniors. Maggie Crawford, also her sister, 8th grader Devin Crawford in the starting lineup. Olivia Marchand, also a very good player for the Lions, and they are positioned to qualify for the postseason tournament, ranked number 28 as of the latest rankings. Of course, the Whalers started off the season with 3 wins in a row, but unfortunately they lack that go-to scorer. And of course, turnovers have been the Achilles heel for this team as well. But we're celebrating a great group of seniors that not only excel in basketball, but other sports for Whalers Nation. And Chris, we look forward into spring. We've got 2 very good lacrosse teams. I mean, they should compete for possibly league titles, certainly postseason aspirations. But let's talk about softball. That's your team. What are we looking for here in the spring?
Well, we're looking forward to it, number one, and you know the greatest thing for me from a coaching standpoint is that basically we did not graduate anybody last year.
Nice.
We did lose one starter who moved to a private school, and we've got one other girl that moved away.
Yeah.
But we should be returning, I believe it's 12 kids that all played at the varsity level last year.
That's
so
huge.
we've got some good experience coming in, and we're excited about it.
Excellent.
Great group of kids. You're going to recognize a bunch of them here in a minute. You know, they're all 3-sport athletes, so we're looking forward to it.
Wonderful. Well, we'll chat some more about that at halftime, but I'm going to put on my announcer's cap here as well. And once again, thanks for joining us here on the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whalers Sports as we get ready for our senior recognition ceremony. Let me get this up, sorry.
You got enough?
Yeah.
I'll try and step on it while you're talking.
Good afternoon and welcome to Senior Day here at John J. O'Neill Gymnasium. At this time, would you please direct your attention to center court, where we will now recognize our senior girls varsity basketball players and their parents. We begin with Melanie Bamber. Her parents, Scott Bamber and Nicole Evangelista. Congratulations on a great Whaler career. And they didn't tell me somebody else was coming with them. Our next senior, Abby Boylan. Her parents, Michael and Mary Ellen Boylan. Congratulations. Our next senior, Caroline Correa, accompanied by her parents, John and Stephanie Correa. Congratulations. Our next senior, Quincy Sullivan, accompanied by her parents, Matt and Christine Sullivan. Our next senior, Tamoy Marner, accompanied by her mom, Kayon James and Clinton Perrin. And I wish I knew her name. Our next senior, one of the co-captains, Reagan Perry, accompanied by parents Rich and Jen Perry. Congratulations on a fantastic Whaler career.
Jordan Hudson.
Well, gotta go to the center, guys. You don't get away with out getting the picture. And our final senior, another co-captain, McLean Willett, accompanied by parents Mark and Krista Willett. Congratulations. You all represent Whaler pride proudly. And seniors, although today marks one of the last times you will be playing as a Whaler on this court, it should also be a time of reflection and excitement for what lies ahead. The amount of time, energy, and hard work you have all put in to the last 4 years should be commended. You are truly role models for the community and should be proud of what you have accomplished during your high school career on and off the fields of play. It's not an easy task to be a student athlete, and you have all excelled at that over the last 4 years. Finally, and this goes without saying, but a special recognition needs to go out to all of the parents of these seniors. They've watched you grow from early years of elementary, middle, and now high school, and should be thanked for all that they have done for you. Congratulations to all of you for an amazing 4 years. Best of luck in the rest of the season, as well as your future endeavors. Whaler Nation wishes you nothing but success. And now we'll get ready for tonight's starting lineups. Beginning with the Lions from St. John Paul High School. Number 13, senior Kendall O'Brien. Number 23, sophomore Olivia Marchand. Number 20, Devin Crawford. Number 25, Maggie Crawford. And number 14, Rosanna Sullivan. And now put your hands together for this afternoon's Whalers starting lineup. Starting for the seniors, number 2, senior Caroline Correa. Our next Whaler starter, number 11, senior Melanie Bamber. Starting for the seniors, number 12, senior Abby Boylan. Starting for the Whalers, senior co-captain, number 4, Reagan Perry. And starting for the seniors, the other co-captain, number 33, McLean Willett. And now, if we could please rise for the playing of our national anthem. And we'd like to welcome you back to the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whalers Sports alongside Chris Morey, and always nice to represent. What a great group of kids. I mean,
that is a very special group of seniors.
Very tight-knit group.
In that group of 7, I know I've got 5 of them out on the softball field this spring. Have worked and coached with them on, obviously, for the last 4 or 5 years here. So every one of them great kids, and you know, there's a simple formula, Chris. Great kids come from great parents, real good set of parents. They're very supportive of not only their kids, but all of our programs.
Exactly. I was just going to say, a fantastic community, a sports community here that we have, and starts them off, you know, as young as we can start them off, and go from there. So
you know, there is a saying that says it takes a village to raise a child.
No doubt about that. Quick shot up from Bamber as we are underway here. Again, the Whalers facing a team that won their title, and a quick shot and hoop by Olivia Marchand drove right down the field, and she is called for the foul immediately following that, as was a little too aggressive with Reagan Perry. So all 5 starters for the Whalers, seniors, and we'll see 2 more of them very quickly here as well, as Coach Rafael Osana. Oh, and should have just shot it. She's got the shot. So Caroline Correa with a turnover for the Whalers as we are just underway here. Thanks again for joining us here for some brunch basketball. And again, Marchand with a nice drive, dish back, 3 is up and just off the rim. Nice rebound, ripped by Caroline Correa. Perry up ahead, Bamber's up there as well as Abby Boylan. She drives to the hoop, puts it up and off the front of the rim, gets her own rebound though. Perry with the shot and banks it in. Reagan Perry, one of our seniors, puts the Whalers on the board, ties it up at 2. Left open, oh, that's looked like a travel. Nice block by McLean Willett. Lions retain possession, tipped away by Boylan. It'll be just 15 seconds left to shoot for the Lions. And tough time getting it in initially, but over to Marchand. She was looking for the 3, now lobs it inside. Good defense by the Whalers. But the hoop scored by St. John Paul. Number 14, Rosanna Sullivan gathered the loose ball and put in the short jumper. Willett looking to dribble her way through, and Another foul call. 2 team fouls quickly on the Lions. Foul on Maggie Crawford. We have 2 sisters, including Devin Crawford, who is an 8th grader starting for the Lions. So Chris and I were talking about that earlier, and an offensive foul, and Caroline Correa lost her head a little bit there. But they actually have 8 through 12 in their high school setup, so they're able to.
You've got a number of schools over on the Cape that basically their enrollment in their high schools, they're either a middle high school or their enrollment is actually grades 8 through 12, and obviously anybody in the building in a high school program is eligible for high school play.
There you go. And Correa sprints up ahead. Perry gathers it up, throws it up, and rolls in. Nice offensive play there. The assist to Caroline Correa. Reagan Perry with the left-handed layup, and we're tied at 4. Just under 6 minutes left in the first quarter. And shuffling the feet there, no call. Chris and I look at each other. And Marshawn.
I'm going to try and be good on the officials today.
We'll see. No reason to.
Well, one of Mike Hirschman down there is a good guy and a good friend. So.
And a nice running layup by number 20, Devin Crawford. And she is the younger sister of the Crawfords. And again,
the Whalers
drawing the foul.
Whalers have done a good job with the Lions press so far, being able to get that ball on the perimeter and drive up the court. And in 3 occasions now, they have picked up fouls.
Yeah. So calling those hand checking and bodies nice and tight. Nice little screen and roll. And Bamber was open momentarily, tipped out, and it will remain Whalers ball. It's 18 to shoot. Quincy Sullivan jumps up off the bench, and she will check into the game. Another one of the Whalers seniors, placing Caroline Correa, who again, don't get comfortable on the bench. She'll be back in very shortly.
I have a feeling you will see the 6 seniors play quite a bit today.
Yep. Yeah, Tamoy Marner unfortunately will not play. As you saw in the ceremony, she's got a boot on her foot. Roth said it was an ankle injury that's gotten worse as she maybe tried to play on it, and so she will be out for the remainder of the regular season, and hopefully she gets back to athletic activity very shortly. Marchand at the line, pure on the first. Seven 4, the Lions lead, and rolls off, no good. McLean will let, and they call a foul on that, not a held ball. So that's already the 4th team foul on the Lions. Let with a good rebound and rewarded with the foul there. Errant pass, that'll be a turnover. 4:47 to play here officially in the first quarter. 7-4, the Lions with the early lead. Oh, nice steal by Perry. Thievery. And looking for a trailer, unfortunately missed the pass as Millette was with her. Shot goes up off the rim, no good. And run down by the Lions. Second shot, 3-pointer up, rolls off the rim. And could have been a foul there, but Millette able to gather it, and she will head up the court herself. Up to Bamber. Gets the offense set up. Willette for 3, off the back iron. Look good from here, though. Deep pass, Marchand gathers it. Perry, no easy hoops, baby.
That's a good foul right there.
That's a good foul. Make him earn it on the stripes. As Marchand had broken free, and Reagan Perry with a good recovery. And again, Marchand heads the line. Good on the first shot. She's got 4 for the Lions. Reagan Perry also with 4 high scores thus far. Second free throw also good.
Isn't there a Marchand that's a hockey player?
There is one, yeah. I don't know if he's playing anymore right now because he's been suspended, but there is a Marchand. I wonder. Who knows?
Any relations?
Yeah, right? So we've got a quick timeout here as Coach Rafael Osana takes time. 9-4, the lead for the Lions. 4:04 left here in the first quarter. A good energy thus far.
It has been good energy. The group of seniors that's out there playing have been doing a good job.
Yeah.
Just need to get a couple shots to fall. I mean, they're right in this, and you know, St. John Paul should be a good matchup for our girls coming from that, you know, third division in the Cape and Islands League. Although they are the best of the bunch down there. So,
I mean, even Coach Adams said, you know, for what it's worth, yes, we are we are champions of our division, but I mean, you win ball games, you get to put up the banner. It doesn't matter what division it's in.
Well, that's it. And of course, for our girls, last year they were in the Atlantic Division, which was a tremendous challenge. This year, the Cape and Islands League went to 3 divisions, and they're in that Middle Maritime Division, which at least gave them a little easier schedule than what they had the previous year.
Yeah. And it's a work in progress. Obviously, they tried it this year. They may have to adjust it, as you said, before we tipped off here. Cece Barnett into the game for the Whalers. She handles the ball. Little give and go with Regan Perry, who takes about a 17-foot jumper off the mark, and the Lions clear. 9-4, the lead for St. John Paul. And Barnett with some thievery up ahead. It's Correa sprinting and unable to connect on the hoop. Looked like a foul there. No call, and Lions back the other way. Well, that stops ball. Deep jumper. That's off, and it'll go out of bounds. Casey Reisenborough also in the game for the Whalers. Very good volleyball player, Casey.
Good athlete in general.
Good athlete in general.
She's also a very good softball player.
And she's got height. Can't teach that. Up ahead and well over the head of Correa as Perry had a good thought there, but passed just too far. And that has, as I noted in the pregame, has been the Achilles heel for this team. Those turnovers have just unfortunately plagued the Whalers. And that's a three-pointer. Looks like Marchand again, yep. So Olivia Marchand showing off the skills with a deep three. She leads all scores now with 8. And the lead swells to 8 points for the Lions, 12-4. And not a great spot to pick up your dribble, but they get away with it. Marchand tips it away on the steal, and a foul on Correa. It's at least her second. That is her second, team now up to 4 as well. So 4 fouls apiece. And we are just under 3 minutes here in the first quarter. 12-4 the Lions, up 8. Nice move, pass, and an open shot. Off the back rim, no good. Lions with another offensive rebound, and Perry called for the body. Little ticky-tack foul there, but what are you going to do?
I would say she got a little bit of a bump
A little
in
aggressive,
there.
a little aggressive. 5 team fouls now on the Whalers, and Reagan Perry will take a seat with 2 fouls. Melanie Bamber replaces her. Inbounds and unable to handle it. Maggie Crawford, tall for an 8th grader. And inbounds to Bamber. She'll get it over to Barnett. And again, token pressure. Barnett able to dribble her way through it, pass out to Willette for 3. Oh, same miss just off the back iron. And Marchand sprints ahead once again. She'll go up with it. Oh, looked like a clean block there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they're going to say that she got her with the body coming in, but that looks like a good play by Willette on that one. She had all ball on the block.
Yeah, definitely got ball, maybe some body, but we'll have to check the replay that we don't have. And again, Marchand with the free throw. She's 4 of 5 from the line thus far in the first quarter. Adding to her total, she's now at double figures, 5 of 6, 10 points for the game. Marchand guarding Barnett, and thievery right back as the Lions sprint ahead. Oh, and Barnett got her hand in there. And finally a foul call. That'll be Korea's third if that's on her. And it is. So she'll probably have to take a seat here.
You know, Chris, in the early going, it looked like it was St. John Paul that was getting into the foul trouble, and now all of a sudden it's the Whalers with a quick bunch of fouls. And St. John Paul go to the bonus here early with only 1:38 left in the first quarter. So
could be a long second quarter.
That could be a very long second quarter.
Put lunch on hold, my dear. And Devin Crawford with a couple of free throws. She's got 4 now. And the lead extends to 12 points, 16-4 now. As McLean Willett dribbles up against Crawford. Tipped away, unable to complete the steal. And now Whalers with some numbers. Pass, Risenborough, Bamber with the shot. Off the front rim. Willett gathers the offensive board and sets it back up. Looking for some help. Korea. Willett with the jumper. Just off the rim. Good shots. Just not falling as of yet for the Whalers. Crawford with the drive and hammered by Risenborough again. No easy layups, but a good move. That little under and go. As Crawford was able to get to the line.
You know, Chris, 2 things for the Whalers right now. Number 1, they got to get some shots to fall. Number 2, they got to pull down an offensive rebound or 2. They're coming down the court. They're getting one opportunity,
yeah, it's
and
one
that's
and done
it.
for sure.
And St. John Paul's getting multiple looks at the other end, and that's pretty much the difference here in the first quarter.
And honestly, both basketball teams have had that trouble against offensive rebounds. Boys have been battling with it despite their size advantage. Even yesterday, for whatever reason, Mashpee was able to get a bunch of second looks. And
that may be your next job, big guy. You may have to come up here and run a little box-out rebounding school for everybody.
I'll tell you what, we worked with J.J. Bennett yesterday. He was doing the exact move that he made about 6 times yesterday. That little drop step, and a great little drive and a hoop by C.C. Barnett. And even that step-back jumper that he hit. We didn't work on his dunking as much. He took care of that, but I mean, that move is available for him at his height. He's either going to get fouled or he's going to make the hoop almost every time. Up ahead of the pack, Korea once again stops the drop step and scores. That's the difference she learned from the previous time, to stop and pop and hits as the Whalers cut it to 8 here as we are in the waning moments of the first quarter. Oh, too easy for Marchand. Lucky that she missed on that shot. And that's a traveling violation. It'll be Whalers ball with 13 seconds. They can cut it to a 6-point game with a hoop here. Plenty of time. She's open. There you go. Barnett's got it. And tipped away. Wasting a couple of seconds there. Nice play by Devin Crawford to get her hand in there. And Barnett able to get it. 10 seconds. She's got a lane and puts it up and in. C.C. Barnett with another hoop, and it's 16-10, 2-1 from half court. No good. I'm a sucker for a buzzer beater. I don't care who hits it.
Great run for the Whalers there at the end of that quarter. They ran out 6 unanswered points to jump right back in the game. They'll go to the second quarter now, only down by 6.
And they unfortunately do have 8 fouls against them already, so the Lions in the bonus. We'll see how that comes into play. Just 4 fouls against the Lions, and they picked those up in the first 2 minutes of the game. So they did a nice job of adjusting their aggressiveness on defense. And leading scorer is Olivia Marchand. She's already got 10 of the 16 points for the visiting Lions. Devin Crawford's got 4. And Rosanna Sullivan with a deuce. C.C. Barnett finished that flurry off there. She's got 4. Reagan Perry with 4. And Caroline Correa with the deuce. Nice little stop and pop for her on that fast break. And now we look at all those little missed shots towards the end, and this could be a tie ball game easily.
Well, that's it. And I mentioned a minute ago 2 things. Number 1, got to get some shots to fall. You got to especially make those those layups on those breakaways.
chippies, yeah.
And the second thing is you got to crash those boards. You got to box out. You got to pull down some rebounds and give yourself extra chances down there on the offensive end. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll make some adjustments here for the second quarter and keep that little momentum that we picked up at the end of the first going.
Whalers riding a 6-0 run to finish off the quarter. As the boys did last night, they ran off 16 points in a row against Mashpee to break that game open. We'll see if the Whalers can continue battling back here. Looks like a 3-2 zone for the Whalers. Intercepted by Perry, and she's all alone. And goes up for the and score it! And one opportunity for Reagan Perry.
You know, I would have to
16-12.
say on the tail end of that, I would guess that Coach Adams probably not real happy with that foul. If you're gonna foul her, go in there, make sure it's a foul, and she doesn't make the hoop.
Like the Whalers did on the other end. Reagan, one of those girls that no easy layups. Free throw no good. McLean Willette, as you said, battling for that offensive rebound.
Nice shot,
High up
jump ball.
opportunity. And it'll be Whalers ball. So great hustle by McLean Willette. No surprise there.
No, McLean's got one speed, Chris, and that is she goes hard at everything she does.
Oh, great screen. And Risenborough open. That's a fantastic play. Again, Coach Roth very well and creative with his design of inbounds plays. Another travel. No call. And, there's a cheap foul again. That's 4 on Korea now. She's got to sit. I'm surprised she's even in there. But she will get subbed out here as Melanie Bamber, ready to check in for the Whalers. And it'll be Devin Crawford hitting the free throw. So the 10-0 run finally stopped by the 2 free throws, but the Whalers are right back in the game. And facing his own dangerous pass, Barnett gathers it and goes up for the layup. Perry trying to get in there for an offensive board. And it'll be, she held that ball. 3-pointer in the air, Marchand way off. Bamber, well, we got one there.
No, I think she came in from behind, Chris, and tapped that ball out of play. You know,
we'll take it.
One of the things I noticed down here on offense, when McLean gets that ball in the wing like that, I'd love to see her just turn and fire that. She's got a good shot right there. There it goes.
It's almost like you knew what was happening. She's missed a few, but
just go ahead and keep shooting.
Keep shooting. There it is again. Perry's going to launch it for 3. Just off the rim. Risenborough almost got it. And it's one of those silly fouls, I think we call it, from 70 feet away.
I missed that one.
Perry just reached in there at the end, so it'll be Crawford to the line for 2, as that is 10 team fouls and now 3 fouls on Reagan Perry. Free throw good. Tell you what, this St. John Paul Lions team is hitting their front. They've only missed 2 free throws and they've shot 10 already. That's a weapon. If you can, they call them free for a reason, but you still got to put them in the hoop.
Well, they do, and the way you get to the point where you can put them in the hoop, you just have to shoot a lot of them every day.
That's right. So 19-14 the lead. Make it 20. As the Whalers have clawed their way back into this game, just down 6. Just over 6 minutes left officially in the second quarter. And Barnett looking to drive. She's got 3 Lions against her. And she goes up with a shot anyways and unable to connect. But was able to find a little room there. And coast to coast, Devin Crawford, that's the 8th grader there. And a carry, silly turnover there, unfortunately, for the Whalers. So it has been the Olivia Marchand, Devin Crawford show here for the Lions. And there's a turnover, so CC Barnett up ahead. Boylan walked, no call.
That was the makeup from the one.
Yeah, I guess so. And McLean will let with a good running jumper.
That's a
just
nice
rolls off the
nice
rim.
touch shot right there.
And a pass off the hands of number 14, Rosanna Sullivan. Another turnover for the Lions. And it looks like Raf called another timeout. 22-14 our score thus far. The Lions with an 8-point lead, but the Whalers have battled back.
Well, they have, and you know, they had the little 6-point run at the end of the first quarter, and then they started this quarter with a 4-point run, had cut the lead down to 2, and then a couple fouls.
Turnovers, fouls.
And St. John Paul goes to the line where, to this point, they ain't missing much. And they built that lead back up to 8. But the Whalers right now, they're in this. And I'm sure Raf just wants to make sure that they know and they understand what they need to do to keep that momentum going.
Keep running, because this Lions team's not going to stop. They're going to continue to go, and they've got depth. And again, a couple of those key scorers. You know, they're shooters and then they're scorers. They got 2 scores right now.
You know, you talked a little bit about the foul shooting by St. John Paul. Coach Adams is a good coach, and he stresses fundamentals, and I will guarantee you that not only does he have them shooting a lot of foul shots, but he's probably worked hard with them on form to help them so that they can hit from that line. It does make a huge difference when you can pick up the points from that line.
Absolutely. I mean, especially at this level, because, you know, for a team to stay out of the bonus that's just a rarity. So to be able to make that an actual weapon, kind of like special teams on the football field. You know, if you can make that an actual weapon, it looked like it was tipped. You know, that becomes a distinct advantage, and the Lions have absolutely had the advantage. They've already made 12 free throws. So over half of their points have come from the free throw line. 3-pointer up just off the rim. Risenborough with a good rebound. Out to Barnett. She'll sprint ahead 1-on-4, but wisely. And Willette open for 3. Oh, just off the rim.
Keep shooting, kid. Keep shooting.
Keep shooting, indeed. Stop. Nice pass. Shot goes up and in. That is number 14, Rosanna Sullivan, with her second bucket. And the lead back up to 10 for the Lions. That's Joan Harris in the lineup for the Whalers. And Abby Boylan can absolutely make that shot. A little strong. And CC Barnett again. No easy layups. But
she was in position. She just needed to set her feet, and she would have gotten the call for the offensive foul there, but she kept moving, and unfortunately, instead, she picks up the foul.
And once again, free throws. And Devin Crawford, again, just an 8th grader, has already hit 5 free throws in the quarter. Rolls off, looked good for a second, and a battle for the rebound, and it is the Whalers up ahead. Barnett across the timeline in the forecourt. Whalers down now 11. They're going to need a hoop here. Risenborough, nice little give and go with CC Barnett. Goes up with it, off the rim, but she'll go to the line for 2.
So right now, Chris, you've got St. John Paul with what basically is a 9-point run.
Yeah.
And I think of those 9 points, 7 of them came off the charity stripe. So.
Yeah, I've got 5 in this quarter from Devin Crawford alone.
7 sounds good.
Yeah, 7 sounds good though. We'll go with it. So CC Barnett cuts that run. There's been a game of runs thus far. Off with that second free throw. And Barnett on the floor, gets the rebound, or gets the steal. Good hustle from CC Barnett. Not surprised by that as well. Nice handle by Willette. Recovers, and now gets it back out to CC Barnett, who gets it across to Joan Harris. Oh, foot was on the line, but a nice hoop by Joan Harris in the scorebook with her first bucket. Quick shot up, no good by, and a three-pointer by Crawford off the rim as well, and McLean will no getting the ball from her once she gathers it in. Whalers can cut it to 6 with a hoop. Oh, Harris thought about it for a moment. Swing the ball, there you go. Harris catches the cross-court pass. Barnett, jumper from 12 feet, no good. There's an offensive rebound.
There you go.
And reset. Harris, Perry, shot. Oh, off the back rim. And a little too aggressive. Hopefully it's not on Reagan Perry. That's on 10. Oh no, they gave it on Reagan Perry, so that's her 4th.
Whoa.
So now Perry with 4, Correa with 4 as the fouls pile up for the Whalers.
Yeah, that's going to come into play here because you're going to have to. I don't think you can leave Reagan out in the court here. 3 minutes left in the first half. You're going to need her for those last 2 quarters.
Yeah, and Quincy Sullivan, as you spoke, jumps up off the bench, and she will replace Reagan Perry. And 2 more free throws. As Shay Ryan off the bench gets into the scorebook with a couple of free throws. Lead still at 10. Under 3 minutes to play here officially in the second quarter. Three-pointer up, just off the rim. Nice rebound by McLean Willett off the rim as well. And CC Barnett has to retreat as Marchand brings it up quickly, looks to make a move. Now gets it in, nice initial tip by Risenborough, but unfortunately ends up in the hands of Maggie Crawford for the hoop. Tipped away, another turnover. And a little too aggressive with the pass as Marchand has to save it to the Whalers, and up ahead, Joan Harris. A good try. Oh, Quincy, look for your shot there, kid. You're wide open. CC Barnett makes a drive through 4 defenders and puts up a good shot. Strong with the ball, but unable to make the hoop. Still a 12-point lead as we are under 2 minutes. Marchand for 3, well off. And Whalers up ahead, Joan Harris, that's her spot. And over to Quincy Sullivan. Makes a drive, baseline. Shot was blocked. And back the other way go the Lions. Crawford to, and nice rebound for the Whalers. Joan Harris able to rip it free. Let's see if the Whalers can get a good one here. Minute 15 left. Barnett gonna, oh. Joan Harris for 3. Oh, just off the rim. Willett was battling along with Quincy Sullivan, and a steal by Harris. Whalers got numbers. CC Barnett. Shot up and good. A little continuation there. We'll take it.
Great job by CC there, just taking it to the hoop. Good body control and picks up the foul. Let's see if she can complete the and one here.
Cut the lead to 10 with the bucket. Casey Risenborough replaced by Abby Boylan for the Whalers. 1 minute exactly left. And free throw, no good. So that's the storyline right there, free throws. Oh, again, just set your feet. Hard to teach charging with the girls, but under a minute to go. Whalers with the ball can cut it under double digits here with a bucket. Oh, near steal, and it is a steal as Crawford able to get in the way of that, and CC Barnett again with another one of those. No easy hoops, but the fouls are now piling up for the Whalers. She's got 2, 13 team fouls total here in the first half.
And that's where a lot of these points for St.
absolutely.
John Paul are coming from, because they
They
are just not missing at that line.
They've missed 1 free throw. 2 free throws all thus far in the first half. Oh, make it 3. And we did the broadcaster jinx
We
right
jinxed
there.
them.
Finally works. CC Barnett, great hustle, and it'll be off the Lions. Whalers will get a chance here with 25 seconds. Down 11. As Marshawn comes with some half-court pressure. And that should be a foul. Barnett goes up with a shot and banks it in! Great first half from CC Barnett.
That was a great drive, Chris, because Marshawn was all over her and
Boylan with a steal. 1 second, and that'll do it for the first half as the Whalers are hanging in there here with the division champion Lions. 30-21 is the score. We'll take a quick break here, come back and chat with former athletic director, softball coach Chris Morey, go over some first half stats, and we'll bring you the second half here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. Once again, thanks for joining us here, Whalers Nation. We'll be back in a moment. Back out to Perry for 3. Good! Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again. Whalers streak ahead, 2-on-1 shot. Score! That got inside the post. The clear Whalers shot. Save! Paul Allen! 6-2-1. Puts it up from half court. Good! Justin Boyce! Front. Gotta score! The card check was able to lift it up above LaBelle. Third dribble. Pass. Quincy Sullivan with a good looking shot and hits. Gets in and scores! Halleck denies. Halleck denies again. Shot saved. Griffin Starr. Into it. Aguilar, nice little fake. Runs up and puts it in. Streaks ahead, shot, score! Just like that, baby! That's what I'm talking about! We'd like to welcome you back to John J. O'Neill Gymnasium. I am Chris Morris, your voice of Whaler Sports. Alongside my good friend Chris Morey, we're at halftime here of senior recognition game for the girls varsity basketball team. They have battled right with this Lions team, find themselves down by 9 at halftime, but we've got a real quick and easy storyline. The Lions have hit 17 of 20 free throws off of 13 team fouls for the Whalers, including 4 on Reagan Perry and Caroline Correa. That's the difference in the game right there.
Well, that's it in a nutshell. And you know, I said to you a minute ago, you know, you take away half of those, and you got either a tie game or a 1-point game here at the half. But You've got two problems now. You've got two of your seniors, better players, in foul trouble right now going into the second half. And number two, you're down by 9 points, primarily because St. John Paul, and tip your hat to them, are doing a great job from the free throw line.
I'm not a math major, but 17 of 20 is an 85% click at the high school level. That is a weapon. I mean, no doubt about it.
And most high school coaches are going to be happy at anything over that 70% range.
Yeah, I was going to say 60, but yeah, 75%. You know.
So obviously that's something that they must work on and something that they are good at, because they're free points, and you got to take advantage of them. And that's just exactly what the Lions did here in the first half.
Now, Whalers, CC Barnett with the only free throw made, so they have been outscored at the free throw line 17-1. Again, not a math major, but that's a pretty easy one. But as we say all that, the Whalers could make a run and get right back in this thing, just down 9. CC Barnett with arguably her best half of basketball, 9 points, and she really commanded the point, had a couple of steals and a couple of great drives, just rolled off the rim. McLean Willette, unable to hit anything yet, but has had plenty of open looks. A couple of those go down, and like you said, we've still got ourselves a heck of a ball game. So overall, a good effort from the Whalers for the first half.
It was a good effort, and the Whalers made their run starting right at the end of the first quarter, and then into the second quarter. They got it down to 2 points, and then St. John Paul started picking up fouls and started going to the free throw line, and that made a difference. McLean's had some good looks, and those shots will start dropping. You know, any good player, you're going to tell them, you got to have short-term memory, and you just keep firing it up there. They'll start to drop.
Absolutely,
Again, I'm going to mention the two things that I mentioned early in this game, and one is we got to get some of those shots to fall. The second one is got to do a better job on the offensive boards. You're just not getting enough opportunities down at that end of the court. It's pretty much one shot and you're done on offense.
Yeah, one and done. And they've got height right with the Lions. I only have them with one offensive rebound. That's, again, unofficial numbers, but the Whalers certainly have height to play with this team. And again, in the high school level, it comes down to position. The Lions have been better at boxing out on the defensive end, and the Whalers got to get that extra step around to get better position for the offensive rebound if they're gonna be able to change that here in the second half. But a great celebration for our seniors, and again, we hope Caroline Correa and Reagan Perry can stay away from that fifth foul. Love to see them play a lot of this second half, but unfortunately, a few of those fouls came on breakaways, as Olivia Marchand had 10 points in the first half, first quarter I should say, held scoreless in the second quarter, but she drew 3 of those fouls and went to the line and hit 5 of 6 for a total of 10 points. Devin Crawford, the leading scorer in the game, she's got 12, and as I said, CC Barnett leads the Whaler attack with 9. Reagan Perry had 6 points, and buckets by Casey Risenborough, Joan Harris, and Caroline Correa round out the 21 points for the Whalers. So they've got their work cut out for them, but it is attainable for sure to pull off what would be an upset, and for lack of a better way to describe it, stop the bleeding for Coach Rafael Osana, who has worked his tail off to put this team in position to win some games, but unfortunately he can't put the ball in the hole.
No, but the Whalers have played a good enough first half to put themselves in position where they have an opportunity to win this game. And I'm sure Raf's getting that message across at halftime. The foul trouble is always kind of a double-edged sword, because it's how do you play it. You can sit them for a while and then put them in, or sometimes you just have to roll the dice and say, we need you on the court.
Right.
Go out there and play your game. Just be careful. Don't pick up any really stupid fouls.
And again, as a senior, both Reagan Perry and Caroline Correa must have played with 4 fouls in their careers, and they are heady players. So hopefully they can, just hold off on the over-aggressiveness and get some minutes in here, and maybe look for your shot right away, because you know, maybe you're not going to play the rest of the game or the whole game here, the whole second half here, but
and relax a little bit.
Yeah,
if you're
relax.
open, you get the ball, put it up there.
Shoot it.
Take a shot.
Keep shooting.
And hopefully with this half, some of those shots are going to start to drop for the Whalers.
Absolutely.
I mean, 1 or 2 shots drop in that first half,
and we're right there.
You got a whole different ball game.
Yeah. I mean, that jumper that McLean Willett missed a few times right off the back rim, she shoots that shot 100 times in practice and hits a lot of them. So you got to think that Ralph's pretty happy with the way things have gone. Obviously, not plagued by the turnover bug as he has been in previous games. It's been the foul bug, unfortunately, today. That's been the big, you know, boo-boo thus far in the first half.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that foul bug was contagious and spread to a few people.
Definitely, definitely, yeah. If it was just one of the Whalers starters, we could have probably been it. Okay, but a new starting five, well, not a completely new, but a different starting five here in the second half. It'll be McLean Willett, Caroline Correa, Reagan Perry, again playing with 4 fouls for both Correa and Perry. Casey Risenborough starts the second half, and Cece Barnett, not surprisingly, off the bench.
Casey Riseborough does a nice job in there in particular. She's one that helps you both on the offensive and defensive boards.
Absolutely. She's very good at positioning. And has good length. Lions with a quick shot up, off the back rim. Offensive rebound right away. Extra possession, no good. And Willett gathers the rebound after Correa got a hand on it. Up ahead, Cece Barnett. And nice move to get it to Risenborough just off the rim. Barnett saves it, but right to the Lions. And they head back the other way.
Those are the shots you've got to make.
Yeah, if you're going to pull off the upset, you got to hit the easy ones, that's for sure. Three-pointer in the air. Rolls off. So Whalers avoid the three-pointer there. And it'll be Cece Barnett. And Marchand again aggressively after her, but Barnett makes the move. Willett, triple team. Reagan Perry with 3 off the rim. Open look. And Marchand faces Correa now. Back out for 3. Good. So once again, Devin Crawford adding to her total. She's now got 15 on the game. And McLean Willett launches for 3 and hits! There we go.
There you go.
That's what we've been talking about. Keep shooting. 33-24, still 9-point lead as both teams trade 3-pointers and a turnover on the Lions.
So here's an opportunity for the Whalers to pick up or cut this lead a little bit. McLean Willett with a 3. Hopefully she just keeps shooting, keeps hitting.
And maybe that first one in gives her a little more comfort. Nice screen by Risenborough. And the roll. She gets blasted, no call.
We got a little bumper car action underneath there.
Correa again attacked. Let's see who they give it to. Olivia Marchand, yep. So that's 2 on Marchand. First team foul on the Lions here in the second half. And Barnett sprints ahead. She's got Risenborough all by her lonesome for the bucket. That's the second good look by Risenborough. And she gets back on defense and forces the bad shot. Correa dribbles out of trouble. Maybe a timeout. There you go. Roth calls timeout to save the possession. Whalers within 7. So nice start.
There you go. Come right out.
And as we've talked about in some of the boys' broadcasts, that first few minutes here of the second half can kind of make or break it. If the Lions were able to make a run and extend that lead a little bit, kind of puts the Whalers in a tough position. But the Whalers have now taken advantage here. See if they can cut it to 5, maybe even 4 with another McLean Willett or someone else from deep and get right back in this thing.
Well, you know, with any sport, momentum is so important, but in particular with basketball, you get a little momentum going, you hit a couple shots, the confidence level goes up, and all kinds of things can happen. So Whalers, with the possession coming out of this timeout, have an opportunity to cut this lead down just a little bit more. Still a lot of time left in this game. We've still got almost 6 minutes left here in the third quarter, so a lot of basketball yet to be played.
A lot of hoops to be played for sure, and we're glad you are joining us here on the Nantucket Sports Connection presentation of Whalers Sports, celebrating our girls varsity seniors. 7 great players, including McLean Willett, Reagan Perry, Caroline Correa, who are all on the court right now to begin the second half. Casey Risenborough doing a great job on inside and outside on defensive and offensive end. Had just what she did, a little pick and roll, and Perry goes in, blocked. Nice defensive play by Crawford. Getting the left hand in there to block the shot out of bounds. Still 15 to shoot for the Whalers as they try to cut into this Lions lead. Good passing shot. Oh, looked like a shot. And up, Risenborough's got it, and a jump ball called. Looks like the Whalers will retain possession though.
9 on the clock.
Just 9 left to shoot. So it's gonna have to be something quick here. Tough pass to catch. Perry gets it, puts it up, off the front rim. And Correa was battling for it, but unable to get it. And St. John Paul heads back the other way. Quick shot and a good-looking jumper. Devin Crawford, 17 in the game. They got to stop her if they get to have a chance. Jeez.
They stop her, and then Marshawn picks it up.
Right? So 35-26. Again, three-pointer up. Oh, just off the rim, but Perry gathers the offensive rebound. Oh, she was open again. Risenborough. There it is. Second time's a charm. McLean Willett for 3.
Just keep shooting,
That's
kid.
her second one, just like that foul bug is contagious. Good shooting, also contagious. Marshawn across the timeline, in some trouble here. Correa
might have dragged that foot.
Yep, and off the hands as Willett gathers the basketball over to Perry. Whalers can cut into the lead once again. Already got it down to 6. Barnett, perimeter passing. Over to Correa, who tried to get it into Risenborough. Good thought, but a good defensive play by Crawford to knock it out of bounds. 13 to shoot still for the Whalers. Oh, had her open. Barnett underneath. 3 in the air, just short, but McLean Willett there. She's already got 8 in the quarter. And the Whalers within 4, full court press. Marshawn in some trouble. Oh, and that's gonna do it for Caroline Correa. She just did not see Crawford, I think, behind her, and blasted into her.
That might be a little bit of a mismatch there. Crawford's probably got 3 or 4 inches on her, and probably a few pounds as well. So, but Caroline with a good effort here
Great
today.
effort. And again, just unfortunate, fell victim to the foul bug early on in the game. So she exits at 3:54 left here in the third quarter. Whalers have battled back down just 4. Oh, nice drive on Bamber. Inside jumper. Off the rim, no good, and again, a good rebound. Foul on the loose ball by number 14 for the Lions. That's Rosanna Sullivan, so second team foul. And a good rebound once again, making a difference, Casey Risenborough. Whalers can pull within 2. Perry over to Willett. She's got 8 in the quarter. Barnett gonna drive. Dishes underneath the Bamber. Nice block. Second block of this quarter by Crawford.
Good ball movement by the Whalers down there, though. Good ball movement.
And out to Barnett. Nice catch. She tries to split the defense and does so. Puts it up off the rim. Risenborough battles for it and gains the possession.
New shot clock.
Fresh shot clock for the Whalers. Still 3:20 left to play here in the third quarter. Whalers down 4, 35-31. Risenborough's got a chance. And wisely passed it over to Bamber as the defense collapsed on her. And Perry runs into Barnett, but recovers the ball. Now we got an advantage. Barnett back over to Perry, who launches for 3. Oh, in and out. Lions, oh, tough catch by Marshawn. She gathers it, misses the shot. And that'll be a held ball. This time the Lions get possession, and Coach Adams going to talk it over with his crew. Timeout with 2:52 to play. The Whalers scrapping their way back into this thing.
Well, they came out here in the third quarter and doing just exactly what they need to do, playing good, tight defense and hitting some shots. Have trimmed that lead down to 4 points here with 2:52 left here in the third quarter. So right now they're definitely in the thick of this game.
Got to keep the effort going, especially on the defensive end. They've tightened up. They've avoided fouls. Just one team foul, unfortunately, was on Caroline Correa, so she's done for the afternoon. But McLean Willette, 2 threes and a deuce. She's got 8 in the quarter to lead the way, to lead the comeback here for the Whalers. And again, no free throws as of yet.
You know, McLean is a 3-sport athlete. She's a captain in all 3 sports. She's a leader in all sports. She's come out here in the third quarter and doing just what you would expect a leader to do. She's taking charge out there, and she said, I'm going to keep firing it up there, and boom, comes up with a big quarter so far. 8 points and pulls her team right back into the game.
Absolutely, and again, she will be missed on the sporting fields upon graduation for sure. A hard one to replace in any of those sports. But a great beginning of the third quarter here for the Whalers. Inbounds play for the Lions. Marchand for 3, off the back iron. Perry up ahead, Barnett now. She drives in on Marchand, puts it up, no good. And back the other way, Lions have the advantage. Willette back on defense. Reisenberg tips it away. Perry up ahead. And she'll lay it up and in. Reagan Perry pulls the Whalers within 2. And a tough pass, intercepted. Barnett to Perry for 3 in the lead. Off the mark. And Barnett fouls 80 feet away from the hoop. Trying to battle for that offensive rebound. Just the second team foul on the Whalers. (35-33), 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter as the Whalers have battled their way back into this thing. Tip pass, nice recovery by Joan Harris, able to force the inbounds play as it looked as though the Lions were ready to shoot a layup there, but great defense. And a tough inbounds play, Casey Reisenborough over the back again, good position by Maggie Crawford for the Lions. Third team foul, that's the third foul on, oh, they called it on Willette, I guess, on the other side of the play. So her third. And a rare miss. A rare miss.
The tide has turned
there
here
you go.
now. Whalers got some shots dropping, and St. John Paul finally misses a free throw. Not for long.
There you go. That's more like it. But besides Devin Crawford, the Whalers have held the St. John Paul Lions in check. Again, good perimeter passing. Nice drive by Perry, and Crawford denies her third block in the quarter. So
Crawford can get off the floor. She gets up there.
Senior leader of the Lions, tipped out of bounds, remains Whaler ball, 18 to shoot. They find themselves down 3 as CC Barnett has to climb into the stands to get the ball. 36-33, 1:55 officially left in the third quarter. Inbounds quickly to Reisenborough. Barnett on the run. Good pass to Harris for 3. Oh, just off. And Reagan Perry got her hands out of there quickly. Could have been called from the back. Got to stop the ball. Pass off, jumper short. No. 3-pointer in the air, off the mark. CC Barnett unable to corral it. Another possession for the Lions. Oh, Perry. Uh-oh. Let's hope she's okay. It looked like a twist of the ankle, and there's a 3-pointer for the Lions. So 3 looks at it. Finally, the Lions were able to put it in. And the lead swells back to 6. Willette puts it on the floor, up and draws the foul.
She is having a quarter, Chris.
Maggie Crawford, she's feeling it for sure. has asserted herself. That's 4 fouls on Rosanna Sullivan, who was actually called for the foul there. Willette to the line for 2. Free throws. 3 team fouls on either squad with 1:05 to play here in the third quarter. Whalers down just 5. Make it 4. 10 points in the quarter for Willette. She has been the difference maker here in the second half. And again, pressure by Osana's crew. They're going to have to recover here quickly. Risenborough with the block. And the Whalers get the ball. Barnett sprints up ahead. Under a minute to play. And a foul. Marchand once again. With a little body. I think that's her 4th.
Right now you can see the Whalers feeling the momentum that they've got. You can see them playing with a much higher level of confidence. And St. John Paul is starting to panic just
a little bit. Again, and as long as you keep those. Oh, nice pass to Risenborough. Off the mark, Cece Barnett. Back out to Willette for 3. Good!
What a quarter for Willette.
13 in the quarter for Willette. Whalers down just 1. Near turnover. Oh, double dribble. Let's call it the turnover. Whalers can tie with a deuce. Take the lead with a 3-pointer. Willette already with 13 after not scoring in the first half. Psst, get it to 33. Let her go to work. Oh, just off the mark. I probably would have jumped down the stands if she made that one. Oh, nice steal by Barnett. Unabated. Oh, she pulls it up for the jumper. Off the mark. 2 seconds. Up ahead. Will they get it off in time? No. No shot.
Wow.
Wow, what a great quarter for the Whalers. They battle back. 13 points for McLean Willette. She is on fire. Hit 3 from deep. And the Whalers are down just 2 to the Lions. We'll be back here in a moment. I'm going to try not to jump off the bleachers here. You're watching the
McLean had
NFC.
hit that 3, you were going.
That was it. Welcome back to John J. O'Neill Gymnasium, Whalers fans. We've got ourselves a ball game as the Whalers down just 2, and they will start the fourth quarter with possession. McLean Willette has absolutely taken over the game. She had 13 in the third quarter to lead all scorers. And here she is again, open. Oh, bad pass, otherwise it probably would have been a shot. Davis across the perimeter again. Good passing. Cece Barnett looks to go through the double team, and the foul is called. Let's see who they got it on. I was incorrect. Originally, I had Marchand with 4 fouls. She only has 3 fouls. That foul called on Kendall O'Brien, her second, team 5th. Whalers with just 3 team fouls. It'll be a side out for the Whalers. And Barnett wide open off the inbounds. Ooh, tough pass to Risenborough. Oh, and they call Barnett for steps. Maybe a makeup call.
I don't think I'm going to.
Yeah. You can disagree. You're allowed. Marchand now with numbers, 2-on-1.
I'm going to agree with you on the makeup call.
Wow.
Too easy there for St. John Paul.
Too easy. That's that 2-on-1 drill you do about 1,000 times in practice. As Marchand was able to do it successfully, and Cece Barnett Looks like a loose ball foul called on the Lions.
And 12.
So
Whalers about to jump into the bonus situation here.
next foul will be free throws for the Whalers. Tough spot to inbounds here for Perry, right in the corner. 41-37, 4-point lead for the Lions. They have led pretty much the entire way. Nice pass to Reisenborough, alone underneath, rolls in. Casey Reisenborough, again, great look by Joan Davis, and an interception by Barnett. She goes up with the shot blocked. How is that a travel if she got the shot blocked?
That was...
Riddle me that one. Again, good pressure by the Whalers, but up ahead now, 3-on-1 as Reisenborough's left elbow comes up with the block.
Riseborough has been huge underneath.
I don't think she's come out of the game in the second half here as well. Barnett to Perry. Perimeter passing. They've come up on McLean in a little lane for Barnett. 3 in the air from Davis. Oh, just off the rim. And CC Barnett trying to get the rebound. Call for the loose ball foul. That's her third, just the fourth on the Whalers, though.
Those are the fouls you do not want.
Yeah, 80 feet away. It'll give Ralph some gray hairs for sure. Tipped. And, ooh, almost a turnover. Good hands by Reagan Perry.
Give Ralph some gray hairs, but you got to like the hustle and the scrapping. That's what's gotten the Whalers back into this game.
And a bad pass. Another Lions turnover. It looks like the turnover bug has bitten the Lions here in the second half.
It looks like the turnover bug has moved into the Lions den.
Oh, the Lions den. Nicely done. Again, Whalers can tie it with a deuce here and take the lead with a three-pointer. Good rotation. Well, that had Davis in the corner, but just couldn't handle the pass cleanly. Good drive by CC Barnett. She goes up after her own shot. Unable to get there. Going to have to hustle back. Joan Davis is back for the Whalers. And Marchand just too quick. Able to get the shot up and good.
That's where Reagan Perry with 4 fouls did the smart play. She didn't go up there and get the fifth.
She's still playing.
She had to give her that hoop.
Absolutely. And that's Marchand's first hoop since the first quarter. Good drive by McLean Willett. Shot just off the mark and cleared out as the Lions advance. And she loses the ball. Willett ends up with it, Barnett. Again, just a 4-point lead for the Lions. 5:15 and counting here in the game. Timeout, Rafael Osana is going to chat it up. We've got a heck of a ball game here as the Whalers have battled back in the second half, down 9 at the half. And it is just a 4-point lead for the Lions. And the Whalers have the ball, and they've had a couple of chances to tie or even take the lead if a couple of those shots go down.
Well, again, same thing. You need a couple of shots to fall, but what a great half so far for the Whalers. And, you know, what you got to love is the never die attitude that the Whalers have had. There have been opportunities in this game for St. John Paul to really blow it open. And each time the Whalers have found a way to claw back into it. Can't say enough about McLean Willett in the third quarter that she had. Whalers scored 17 points in that quarter. She had 13 of them. Hopefully she can pick that or keep that going here in the fourth quarter. Right now the Whalers will be inbounding and they need to get a hoop here and keep this game as tight as they can.
And again, only one free throw thus far in the second half after the Lions shot 20 free throws, making 17. Or only one free throw made. They shot 2 free throws all day, and just 4 team fouls on the Whalers. And Reagan Perry has been playing with 4 fouls the entire second half, so I'll knock
and
on
I
one.
mentioned it a minute ago. Great job by Reagan Perry because she was down there in the break. She made the smart play, gave up the deuce, did not pick up that 5th foul.
That is much more important, so a heady play. And again, the Whalers can cut this thing to a 1-possession game. Willett over to Perry. Oh, thought about the 3, drives in to trouble, and a foul. There you go. So she will be shooting free throws on the 1-and-1 as the Whalers have drawn 7 fouls on the Lions already. Let's see if Perry can make some free throws here, cut this thing back down to 2. So the foul is on Kellen Thayer for the Lions. Off the rim, no good. Willette after it, she gathers it. And back out to Perry for 3. Off the rim, no good. Harris and Risenborough in there, but it'll be the Lions who sprint ahead. Looked like a travel. Again, nice pass to Marchand and a foul on CC Barnett. Even though the shot missed. Again, no easy layups on that one, but Whalers have gotten beaten down court here a few times here in the latter parts of the third quarter into the fourth quarter, whether it's been the press break or just on that particular occasion, a rebound.
No, and CC actually did a good job to get in position there, and I thought maybe she had the position on the play, but obviously she must have gotten a little piece of the St. John Paul's player.
Marchand short on the second free throw. Risenborough tipped, and it'll be Perry getting it across the timeline. Lead now up to 5. So Whalers going to have to get a hoop here to keep it within striking distance. Willette scoreless thus far in the third quarter. There's a foul. She'll go to the line. So 18 fouls now. Just the second on Devin Crawford. So Willette shooting 1-1. Good on the first one. Again, held scoreless in the first half. She now has 14 to lead the Whalers. Second free throw off the mark. Battle for the ball. 4-point lead for St. John Paul. 4:20 to play here in the fourth quarter. Near steal. CC. That's her 5th foul. She was the spark plug towards the end of the first half. She ends up with 9 points in the game and handled the ball for the bulk of her time in there. It'll be Abby Boylan into the game for the Whalers, replacing her. So now it'll be Reagan Perry that's going to be doing most of the bulk of the ball handling.
Well, that's it. CC is definitely a spark plug for that Whaler offense and the key ball handler, both on the offensive end and getting the ball up and down the court.
Marchand with a little drop step jumper, and that's good. She's got 5 here in the fourth quarter, and she is asserting herself after a quiet second and third quarter. She now has 15 and has been a pest, to say the least, on the defensive end. Three-pointer up by Davis. Oh, again, just off the rim. Harris, excuse me. And again, a good play by Reagan Perry to avoid the foul. She heads back the other way. 3:35 to play. There's Boylan with a jumper, just off the rim. Rebound by Risenborough. Perry for 3, no good, and out of bounds to the Lions. Set up the press, here it comes. See if the Whalers can force a turnover here. Pretty easily broken there, and once again, it's advantage momentarily as the Whalers get back, however. Shot off, Risenborough clears.
Boy, Risenborough has got a pile of rebounds.
46-40, 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Whalers have battled back from 9 points down. McLean will let for 3, off the mark. Gathered up by Boylan. Perry resets the offense. And a bad pass right at the feet of McLean Willette. Lions get the ball back. And it's going to be another timeout by Coach Rafael Asana. He can sense maybe a little energy slippage. So he's going to stop the bleeding here, gather his troops up for the final 2:45 here as the Whalers are down just 6 points. Been a great basketball game.
It has been a great basketball game. I think what the Whalers need to get going here is a little bit more movement on offense. They're a little bit stagnant, a little stationary down there when they come down the court. They're swinging the ball on the perimeter, but they got to get people moving a little bit so they can get that open shot or get somebody open underneath. Obviously, defensively, they're going to go full court pressure all the way here. They're down 6 with 2:45 left in the game, so look for them to come out with full court pressure. And at this point, you know, if you got 4 fouls, you got 3 fouls, whatever, you're going to have to play hard.
And the Whalers now with 6 fouls, so the next team foul will be shots for St. John Paul. But again, until 10 fouls, just 1-on-1, so you're going to have to make it to get it. And still plenty of time for the Whalers. And you just look back at a couple of those shots just off the rim, and the what-if game comes into play. But again, excellent effort here by the Whalers. And they are in the bonus already with St. John Paul 8 fouls. And Risenborough guards the home run pass. Tough spot for Marchand. Again, Perry trying to avoid that foul. Does a nice job as Marchand drives in. Oh, she took steps.
He got it. He got it.
Took him a moment.
Relax, relax, he's got it.
Made the right call. And the Whalers can cut into the 6-point lead with 2:30 and counting. Willette. Again, CeCe Barnett provided that slash that sort of broke the offense open. Tough pass there. Bamber unable to get a full pass up, and a tough shot. And there you go.
That's
jump ball situation. That will be Lions ball this time. Possession arrow. We'll flip back to the Whalers here now, but timeout called by Coach Adams. He'll talk it over with 2:15 left here in the 4th quarter. Lions will have the ball coming out of the timeout. So,
what time is Robin going to have your lunch on the table?
It's already. She probably already ate it. She probably already ate it. We've got another 45 minutes at least. Hopefully it's a sandwich, maybe something that's not going to get cold on the stove. But great representation for the senior class here. Obviously, one of their better efforts coming down. Couple games here in the regular season for Coach Osana. So I'm glad we were able to be a part of one of them here, and no matter the outcome, gotta love the effort.
You know, I was thinking the exact same thing, Chris. No matter what the outcome of this game is, I think this group of girls is going to go away feeling pretty good about themselves. St. John Paul handed it to them pretty handily over there on their home court. Here it is, senior recognition day. What your seniors want in this kind of game is to come up with a real good effort, and they certainly have done that today. But still 2 minutes left in this game. You're only down 6 points, so big inbound for St. John Paul here.
Yep. And Willette again getting nice position there to avoid the easy hoop. They still get it inbounds easily, but unfortunately for them, shot awry, and it'll be Bamber over to Perry with a chance for the Whalers once again to cut into that lead. Perry, Harris, down to 10 to shoot. Risenborough always got Bamber underneath. Back out to Willette. Jumper rolls off. And nice save by Marchand, able to retain possession for the Lions. A bucket here, and it's going to get tough for the Whalers to make a comeback from 8. And good use of clock. McLean Willette with a steal. She'll drive in, foul. So the clock will stop at 1:26.
Boy, that was a great play by McLean Willette. Very quick hands to steal that ball and then control it and get the drive to the hoop and draw another foul.
So now in the double bonus, as the Whalers will shoot 2 from now on. Willette shooting 2 anyways. Oh, just off the rim. So as good a third quarter as she had, she has only scored 1 point, and the Whalers have only scored 3 points here in the quarter. Second one rolls in for McLean Willette. 46-41. Marchand. Perry guarding her, gets a screen. Now looking inside. Shot goes up, foul by Risenborough.
I mean, that's what you're going to have to do in that situation. You got to play tight. You can't give them anything easy.
Gets over half court. You almost got a foul anyway. So 1:14 now left officially. 46-41, make it 47-41.
Well, I tell you one thing, when you look back at this game, the difference is going to be the foul shooting.
Sure. 48-41, another good free throw for the Lions. They have now made 20 free throws. And Willette going to have to look for her shot here.
You ain't got a lot of time here. You're going to have to fire something up.
Yeah. Willette, little give and go. She'll fire it up anyways. Off the mark, Risenborough unable to reach and get it. And the Lions with the ball here, under a minute to go. As it looks like time will run out. Risenborough with a block. Willette up to Perry. Under 40 seconds now. Little screen. Shot. Nope. Willette double team. She'll get a screen and now has a little bit of room. Risenborough with the roll off her hands. Harris controls. Off the rim. No good by Risenborough. And that will just about do it here as the Whalers are going to run out of time. Great block by Willette to finish it. 15 seconds. Shot up from three, no good. Perry with the offensive board, up with it and in. So Reagan Perry adds to her totals 48-43, but the time will run out on the Whalers. Albeit a very commendable effort. They fall short 48-43 to the St. John Paul Lions. Man, a couple of shots go and we come up with the upset. But a fantastic way for McLean Willette, captain of the squad, to go out. She had 13 in the third quarter to lead the comeback. Ends up with 15 for the game to lead the Whalers. But just too many free throws ultimately doomed the Whalers as they were, again, outdone on the line by 15 made free throws. They were outscored. So there's your difference right there. It doesn't have to go any further than that, but just a fantastic effort by the Lady Whalers. I mean, got to commend them. They came out here to play today and represented the senior class quite well.
Well, that's what we talked about a minute ago. And, you know, Senior Recognition Day, all those seniors on the team, they wanted to come out, they wanted to have a good showing. They certainly came out, and, you know, when you're looking at these games, I don't care what sport it is at the high school level, the main thing you're looking for is good, solid effort. And you certainly got that today. I think that each and every one of those girls on that Whaler team can go out of here with their head held high and said, hey, you know what? We played a really good game
Went
today,
out with a bang,
and
yeah.
that's all you really want to see. Got to tip my hat to one of my favorites, McLean. She had a heck of a second half, and in particular, a heck of a third quarter that put the Whalers right back into this. And that's, you know, I said it earlier. Senior captain leadership, that's just it in a nutshell. That's what you got from that kid. Absolutely represented. And again, got to tip your cap to Reagan Perry, playing with 4 fouls in the entire second half. Yep. And did not foul out, and actually had the final hoop for the Whalers, and she ends up with 10 points as well. So right behind McLean Willette as far as scoring. That's the way you want it. Your two senior captains leading the way. But got to thank you very much for, again, joining us here on the NSC. Unfortunately, the Whalers come up on the short end of a 48-43 affair here with the Lions as they move to 13-7 on the season. Again, they've already clinched their league title, so they, again, put themselves in a better position for postseason rankings as they came in ranked number 28. Got to give a thank you to our good friends over at NCTV 18. Of course, they continue their support of Whaler sports, and just a great winter season once again. We're wrapping it up here. Our final week comes up next week. We've got 2 games. Technically, I unfortunately will not be part of the voiceover of the game here on the 22nd. Maybe we'll get Chris to come sub in for me here, and we can chat about that. But Sean will be providing the visuals no matter what, and then our final full broadcast will come here as the Nauset Warriors come knocking on the door. Final game for the Hoopsters as they get geared up for the postseason as well. Again,
fantastic hockey all season long. The girls are continuing to write history. We're going to try and sneak over there and catch some of that game. We won't bring you any visuals, but they are on the ice against a good Brookline team. Evelyn Fye chasing 50 points for her career. She's 4 points short, so anything can happen. She can score 4 points, no problem. So we'll see if that can happen. Of course, we wish them the best of luck as they play their final home game. Puck will be dropping here in just a few minutes. And the boys hockey team obviously gearing up. They're off island starting tomorrow. And then they've got the Hayes tournament on Monday and Tuesday. So lots of hockey left for those guys as they get geared up for a postseason. Hopefully we'll be hosting a postseason game for them. And the Hoopsters, of course, play in the Vineyard here in a few minutes. We'll try and get some updates on that. And of course, the Vineyard came in here and dashed our title hopes as they upset the Whalers 55-52. And you said they've won, 5 in a row now as well. So should be another good game against Coach Ferrer and his squad as they came up with a win here yesterday, but now playing the second day of a back-to-back here. So we wish Coach Ferrer and his gang good luck as well. So Whalers Nation, still plenty to cheer about. We're glad you were able to join us here for senior recognition game for the girls varsity and yesterday for the boys varsity. Any final thoughts, Chris?
No, just as far as today's game, I said it all a minute ago. I think it was a great effort by our girls, and I think that's all you can really ask. Too often as you look at all these games, whether it's baseball, softball, hockey, whatever it may be, too often people look at the scoreboard as the indicator as to how you played. And I think that this game, yes, we didn't come out ahead on the scoreboard, but the effort was there. It was probably the best game that these girls have played all season long. So they got to go out of here feeling good about themselves and feeling proud.
Absolutely.
Hopefully brighter things ahead for the future of this program. I think there's probably some work that's going to be done in the off season to maybe get them, do some divisional switching in the Cape and Islands League to get them in the right place to give us an opportunity for this program to rebuild. It's been a tough stretch for them with some of the teams that they've had to face, but they've done a great job with it.
Absolutely. So tip of the cap to Coach Rafael Lasana and his girls. And again, it's been a lot of fun here on the NSC following the winter sports. We are going to try and bring you some spring sports as well, but as the world goes, we're going to need some help from the Nantucket community to be able to do so, but it has been a lot of fun. I know Sean's been chomping at the bit here to get the pictures out, and he's done a fantastic job. Got to commend him with all of his extra efforts, bringing that highlight reel stuff and all the visuals that you enjoy here on the NSC. For him, for Chris Morey, I am Chris Morris. Thanks again for joining us here. Final score, Lions 48, Whalers 43. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Whaler Nation.